Good evening, YouTubers. This is Angela Logan bringing you another story of shenanigans. And when I mean shenanigans, I mean ultimate, ultimate ratchetness. Um, it's Thursday, September 12th. And I wasn't even going to do a video this week because I was kind of like just going to zone out this week. But I thought, well, give them something to run with into the weekend because this story is going to run for a while until it goes all the way to wherever it's gonna go, because this is just the most sickening I've read thus far. I don't know, between the R. Kelly and the Bill Cosby shenanigans. Now we've got a new one to add to the list. So it goes kind of like this. Most of you sport fans know that Mr. Antonio Brown, 31 years of age, football player, has been let go from the Raiders and is now currently with the New England Patriots. Well, a lady filed a suit on Tuesday claiming he assaulted her and raped her. And I'm going to roll it to you kind of like this. This lady was allegedly his Bible study partner and personal trainer, or a trainer, let's say, because two different articles gave, one version said trainer, personal trainer. So let's just say she was his Bible study partner and his trainer. Okay. The first two incidents took place in 2017. She alleges that Mr. Brown kissed her and exposed himself. Later that month, he masturbated on her back and ejaculated. Okay. A year later, she claims he forcibly threw her onto a mattress and raped her. She yelled, "Stop, no," and he penetrated her. Don't know if he will be playing on Sunday. I guess it's a matter of what the league will decide. But they say, from this article that I read, it'll be up to the league to decide if they want to put him on the commissioner's exempt list, which means he cannot practice nor attend games. Mind you, in this article that I just read about this Negro, is so disgusting. The emails he sent to her. He sent her 2 emails making claims that she's on the come up, that her and her mom are conspiring against him. He doesn't make reference to the alleged masturbation situation, because I don't really want to get into all that because it's so nasty and ratchet. I'm not even about to repeat all that because, I feel like I'm not even about to stoop to that level of even reading something verbatim that he wrote in the email. You all will have to go on Twitter to read the emails because they are now public information. But he does admit to doing that to her. I lost my train of thought because this is just so ridiculous. His mouth is so foul and vile. His attitude is nasty. Now, mind you, 2 emails are published. He's admitting to the masturbation scenario with her. He's admitting to them lying in bed, her being on a couch. I really couldn't even understand the emails because, for one, it's broken English. And I understand people don't write in correct English in text messages to people because it's too much to write out. Joe Blow walked to the store, period. Okay? But to me, it sounds like somebody that's just damn near illiterate. Yeah, I'm saying it. It sounds like this Negro is illiterate. And I'm trying to figure out, where did he go to school and who gave him a degree? Because those 2 emails are ratchet, foul in nature. You could tell he has a nasty mouth, nasty attitude. And I don't know the dealings of his relationship with this lady, but the fact that she's made 3 claims against him shows that she was in his presence 3 times. So if she said on the first incident in 2007 he kissed on her and exposed himself, that lets me know, okay, you went back more than 1 time. So you're going to have a hard time, of course, trying to explain that to a judge, why you went back around him with him exposing himself. Okay, so The other time where she's allegedly sitting on a sofa and he did it behind her back or whatever, okay, once again, he had already exposed himself one time before, so why are you in his presence? So that's why I kept trying to figure out, well, who is this person and why would she even be around him doing that, but she's not actually having, relationship with him or sexual relations with him. So she was his Bible study partner. Go figure. Maybe she was trying to think the best of him. Thought he was goofing off. I don't know. I mean, I sound even crazy even repeating that she thought what? The best of him. Well, I'll give him another chance. He's just goofing off. But I'm going to say this. Being a woman and not interested in him, being a Bible study partner, being a new date, whatever the situation was at the time that they were in each other's presence, the first time he exposed himself and you were not down with that, you should have gotten up and left and never went back. Having more than 2 scenarios to bring up of him exposing himself and doing certain things with you, you set yourself up to look like you liked it, you liked him, something. Then there's a reference in the emails about his baby mama setting it up or referring her to him. He met this young lady online. He's telling her in the emails, you chased me, you looked me up, I didn't look for you, I've been all pro. This crazy talk that's just like all over the place. You can't really understand what the hell's going on. Because it's like, okay, she looked him up online. But then it seems like he's making a reference that the baby mama knew her. And maybe introduced the two or something. It's wicked and foul. But my take on all of it is this. Lady, you shouldn't have gone back. When you saw what he was about day one, whether it was sex talk, pulling out his privates, whatever, you should have ran. If you weren't down with that behavior, you should have said, look, I didn't come here for this, woo, 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 and left and never went back. Going back more than one time and now filing a suit. She filed a suit on Tuesday of this week. It looks crazy and no one's going to take you serious just because too many incidents where you went around this person and he was vile on the first incident. But one thing I will say about this situation on his behalf, he's still a foul Negro in my book because the way he's describing her and talking to her, talking about her in the emails, calling her, a dumb hoe and this and that, and her and her mama are this and that, and saying that she is a failure as a gymnast, she's living with her mama, she don't own a gym, she's using God's this. I mean, just craziness and calling her names. My thing is, if you don't want anything to ever come back to bite you in the butt, keep your mouth closed and don't ever put it on paper. And paper also means emails, text messages, video messages, Twitter, Facebook page, Instagram posts. It's all the same. Don't say nothing. You don't go ham on somebody in some damn messages and then now she's filing a suit that you allegedly sexually assaulted her or did this and this, and you've got one incident where you admit to doing something to her. And rather, like you say, she went back 1, 2, 3, whatever, you still have admitted to one of the incidents in the email. And then your attitude is so vile and nasty, and your tongue is so nasty, you make yourself look crazy. Because see, all it takes is just one person to say, I think he did this, and yeah, I know it didn't look right, her going back more than one time, but listen at how he's talking to her. He doesn't even have respect for women. Antonio Brown, I don't know you, and I don't know what the hell's going on with you, homeboy, but listen to Big Ange. And hey, some people say, well, who is Big Ange? She's somebody. She's somebody because she's a lady and she knows that, hey, that is no way to talk to a lady. Because as my daddy once said, you never let a man talk about you personally, what you do behind closed doors, because it takes two to tango. So you look like a fool talking bad about this woman, then also talking about he makes a reference to another man inside of the email that when I get bored, he can have you and all this type of stuff. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of these two, of their relationship, their whatever they had going on, but it's now out there. And the fact that he's already had trouble in the league, going from one team to the other, complaining on one team, then you on this team, the Raiders, you're having issues and assaulting the manager. You got too much going on, and you obviously have an attitude problem. And really, you're telling on yourself. You're telling on yourself. Because they're going to look at your past. The judge's going to look at your past and say, everywhere you go, you got a problem with people. You got a problem with lashing out. You got a problem with name calling. You got a problem with hitting people. And it ain't going to look good. It's just like what I told people before in my video with the R. Kelly situation. You may have 10 people cry wolf about what you did to them. 7 may be telling the truth. 3 may be lying, half lying. But it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Because long as a few can show that you are foul, it ain't gonna matter about the 3 that lied. Antonio Brown, do yourself a favor, boo-boo. Get you some help. Get you some help. Because the way you talk to that lady in those emails, it's just so degrading and ridiculous. And you should have had enough sense not to even send her an email, because now that's public information. And they're in your words and from your phone or your computer. Shouldn't have said nothing to her about nothing. Shouldn't have said nothing. Now, God forbid something bad happened to her, you're going to be the first person they come look for. You making references to her about, don't write my team. Well, she did. You all stay tuned, because I see this going downhill quick and fast. You know, a ball of flames is what this scenario is. I don't know what's going on with this young man, why he's having all these problems. Obviously he's got some inner turmoil going on. I mean, seriously, there's something wrong with Mr. Antonio Brown. He's got some serious stuff going on, and in the end, he has become his own worst enemy. And he's proven that in the emails. Till the next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.